Hey guys, I'm Annette. I didn't even know it was open mic night tonight. I'm in town for like 2 weeks and I came in to have a cappuccino and read, and you guys all inspired me a lot. This is also my first time walking in an open mic, so I'm kind of excited. Thank you for that last song, by the way, that was really beautiful. I want to read you guys something that I wrote for a zine that came out on Earth Day at my school this past year. I study at Humboldt State University. Yeah, is this okay? Can you all hear me? Yeah, okay. Alright. So, I'm an environmentalist. Actually, I'm more of a student organizer. Well, maybe I'm just a human being. I consider myself pro-life because I believe in Earth jurisprudence and the rights of ecosystems to endure, but I've been told that that term means that I don't think people should have the right to get an abortion. I'm a woman, so I guess that means I should be a feminist, when really I identify more with being a humanist. And at the end of the day, all I want is a world that prioritizes human well-being and environmental health over industrial profits. And here's the thing, is I think that that's a perfectly reasonable request. All day long I end up thinking about the modern system that we're in that allows multinational corporations to buy out political interests in our country and is quickly stripping away our democracy while maximizing their own profits through environmental and social exploitation. And then I go to parties and I'm surprised when people don't want to talk about heavy things like politics. And that's when it struck me that people are confusing a game that is being used to run our political system with issues that people are actually facing in the world. In doing so, they see fixing real issues as pointless, fruitless, and completely undeserving of their energy because there's nothing they can do to fix it, and they have every right to feel that way. When the Supreme Court ruled years ago that money is freedom of speech, and when they took away campaign finance caps last month, we took a major hit to our democracy. We, the people, hundreds of years ago, elected representatives to represent us in order for us to be able to carry on our daily lives without worrying about politics. But in doing so, we separated ourselves from the realities of corporate exploitation, bribery, legitimate corruption that is present in our own beautiful land of the free, and most of all, we've forgotten that when some of us aren't getting our needs met, it weakens us all as a whole. What I'm talking about here is intersectionality between all of the world's problems based on a root cause of a system that has turned its back to the people in favor of industry. Our world, the one that gives and sustains our lives, is being abused. Our people are being treated like animals are treated like dirt, oil is treated like a god. And all of this by a small percentage of the world's population that is reaping the benefits while demoralizing and degrading the moral economy, social capital, and natural resources of our world. We as a generation will be inheriting the mistakes of our parents' and grandparents' generations, and we must stand up now before it's too late to shape the world to be one we'd like to live in. Yes, our ancestors built up an amazing country and a global economy that has the capability to do so much good. But in the pursuit of progress, we've abused and forgotten our roots. We, the people, are the real roots of the system, not the industrial ones that so many people around the world would have us rely on. It's up to us to decolonize ourselves and uproot the system of oppression that has reigned too many generations. This is our generation, and we will inherit this planet. It's time to make the world we wish to see together. Divided, we are conquered. Together, we can achieve the necessary critical mass to amplify our voices enough to be heard on a global scale. It's time to ask, how could you, to those who have taken too much? And with that, we must come together to create an all-encompassing solution that gives rights to all individuals to subsist without fear of government interference or corporate intimidation. The right to marry who he, she, ze will. The right to education without debt, the ability to seek quality and preventative health care, and an economy that isn't based in maximizing profits and reproductive squeezes. We can't keep on with business as usual anymore. Our parents did their best for us in their time, and now it's time for us to take over. Mikey was wise in his search for one-eyed Willie's treasure. Don't you realize? The next time you see sky, it'll be over another town. The next time you take a test, it'll be in some other school. Our parents, they want the best of stuff for us. But right now, they've got to do what's right for them because it's their time. Their time up there. Down here, it's our time down here. That's all over the second we ride up Troy's bucket. Down here, in our studies, in our adolescent lives, in our work, in our pursuit of happiness and meaning, it's our time. If we don't step up now, if we continue riding in Troy's bucket, the world will never change, and those with the most resources will continue to over-extract our social and environmental capital for themselves. If we continue riding in Troy's bucket, we'll find ourselves under a new sky in another world we don't recognize anymore. Now we stand up against Troy's bucket and demand the right to create the world we wish to see. This isn't a game, it's the world we will inherit, and we are determined to live in a world that defeats exploitation and neglect while stewarding well-being and unity. United we stand.